The second half of the dynamic duo, boy wonder and usually leader of the Teen Titans. Let's look at Robin's feats and why he is stronger than most will give him credit for. Warning, spoilers on too much fiction to say honestly, but mainly Teen Titans spoilers. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more DC content. So first, why this video? Online, the versus battle community this year has been an increasing number of Robin matchups, but from my experience, easily 50% of them have been against the Narutoverse, and the matchup I've seen the most is Robin from the 2003 Teen Titans versus Rock Lee from Part 1 Naruto or pre-Shippuden. I'm about to show you why Robin blitzes Lee, more than likely blitzes the Part 1 Narutoverse, and the other verses I've seen him and the other Titans match up against. Lastly, I want to mention that I do believe speed holds a lot of weight in these discussions. You have good hacks but bad speed. How will you hit them unless it's the inability to lock on the target or cover an area too big for them to escape? You have good hacks but bad speed and durability versus someone with good speed and strength. You get blitzed before you can use your hacks. You have good hacks, strength, and durability, but your opponent has good speed and a BFR ability. You will get sent away before you can use your hacks or strength. It might be a stretch to say speed is the most important factor, but it's extremely relevant. Note when Super Trunks was stronger than Perfect Cell, but was about to lose because Cell was faster. But moving on. Dick Grayson. Before I go into his feats, it's been a while since I mentioned my friends over at Versus Battle Wiki, and for those that don't remember, it's a decent database to use as a reference, but just don't go off the strength and speed tiers they give characters without actually watching the fiction for yourself to make sure it's accurate. After all, it is still a wiki. But anyways, Versus Battle Wiki has Robin from Teen Titans at small town level striking strength and durability, as well as relativistic speed, which means they have him moving up to half the speed of light. I give him town level strength and FTL reactions. Combat speed can be relativistic, but I would personally highball the speed of light combat speed. Here's why. Let's look over Robin's strength and durability in Teen Titans. He counters a body slam from a grizzly bear, trades blows with cinder block, as well as has the ability to slam him, can send Cyborg flying with a punch and take a punch back from him, survives getting crushed by a boulder from Terra, lands an incredibly crazy fall and tanks another, knocks off 11 by my count Slade robots off of him, breaks stalagmites barehanded, tanks this explosion coming out with only a broken arm, throws a man clean through a metal railing breaking it, and air tackled a character so hard that even though he was flying in the opposite direction, logically killing some of Robin's force, that they flew into and broke a billboard. That's just to name a few of his feats from the show. For his speed feats, he can dodge Thunder's Sound Blast, dodges a Scream attack, dodge light attacks from Dr. Light, and fights on par with Madame Rouge who can tag Wally West. To mention a few characters that Robin scales off of, Starfire is casually town level in this series. With low effort, she causes surrounding buildings to shake, pushes back meteors, tanks what appears to be a multi-planet sized explosion, and flies light speed to faster than light. Her speed is backed up by the comic accurate fact that Tamaranians fly at light speed in space, but also by in-show feats of her leaving the atmosphere in seconds. It takes light 1.3 seconds to get to the moon, and by my count it took her about 5 seconds to get this far past the moon without moving in a linear path. She does it again, but because we can't see the moon here, we can't even begin to see how far she went. Also want to throw in the fact that in the debut episode of Teen Titans, she has just finished telling Robin the secrets of traveling faster than light. Cyborg is below Starfire in strength, but still a heavy hitter that would outstat most characters in the verses to come later. Cyborg is casually building level, but is typically scaled up to town level for fighting on par with Cinderblock. While usually slower than the rest, we do have him outrunning Starfire's flight. Madame Rouge has building feats, but also possibly light speed to FTL combat speed and reactions for being able to chase, catch, and trap Kid Flash Wally West. In this iteration, Wally has a near light speed travel feat of going from California to France in less than a second. Versus Battle Wiki clocks it at 0.33 seconds to perform this round trip and clocks it at relativistic. And if it was indeed 0.33 seconds, I agree because that would be about a third of the speed of light. Not exactly a feat, but I do want to mention that the episode centered around him was called Light Speed. So looking back, Robin being able to throw hands with Madame Rouge, who was clearly fast enough to keep up with Kid Flash, who himself is moving far beyond lightning speed, let alone sound speed, should tell you that Robin's hands are fast. Too fast for sound speed fodder. Raven and Beast Boy also have superior to sound reaction feats, mostly lightning for Beast Boy and lightning and light for Raven. And Robin still keeps up with them in speed and at times was shown to be faster than them. Look at this clip of him going dummy on some robots. While this video is mainly about the 2003 Teen Titans Dick Grayson Robin, here's what Dick Grayson is capable of in other iterations, and we'll leave out Teen Titans Go feats because that Robin solos the verse off sheer tune force. In Young Justice, Grayson took a hit and a stomp from Superboy and was able to tag Impulse, or Bart Allen, grandson of Barry Allen, and was able to kick back Lord Zod. In Batman the Brave and the Bold, Robin dodged light attacks by Firefly. In The Batman, Robin dodges what appears to be light beams by Firefly. In the comics, Grayson has caught Wally West, been shown faster than Catwoman, whose reflexes are fast enough to tag 3 mind-controlled flashes, dodges a kick from Jesse Quick, another speedster, dodges starballs from Tamaranians, and light attacks from Dr. Light. Additionally, I want to show you some feats from the other Robins to show that these feats and scaling are not outliers since they happen far too consistently across the Robins. Jason Todd, second Robin, and later Red Hood dodged lightning in the comics, contends with actual superhumans like Artemis, a speedster from the Iron Rule, and Gotham. Tim Drake, the third Robin, and later Red Robin, has tripped up Impulse and dodged Kryptonian heat vision, which is stated to be light speed. Damian Wayne, son of Bruce Wayne, aka Batman and the latest Robin, he mainly gets scaling notably from the other Robins like Richard Grayson and Tim Drake. Lastly, I want to skim over the verses that Robin is superior to in stats. While these verses may have certain hacks that can beat Robin, he blitzes them before they can use it. And as I showed in my How Strong Are the Hanmas video, I pointed out powered verses that Baki Hanma and his family could defeat even though they themselves don't have powers or abilities. I'll start with the verse that wasn't on my Baki video but was in the main verse getting matched against Robin this year, the Part 1 Naruto verse. As I showed in my last video, no one in Part 1 Naruto has any FTL feats or even any faster than lightning feats. The best speed feats pre-Shippuden Naruto has is Haku traveling in between mirrors, using this demonic mirroring ice crystals technique that no one could even perceive, which is stated to be speed of light, and Kakashi cutting a lightning bolt that he timed and ran towards before it struck, not after. And the strength of the Part 1 verse is limited to Tsunade's top feats, which barely contend to what those Robin has fought can do. To highball the Part 1 Naruto verse, in my opinion, would be to say that Robin still wins against Tsunade, but if she hits him, he loses, but more than half the time he blitzes. And even if we do that, he still wins all the Naruto matches I've seen him put in. Hunter x Hunter has good hacks that they will never get to use, caps at town to city level strength and sound speed, with the exception of Meruem when using N. Robin blitzes the rest of the verse. Jujutsu Kaisen has good hacks, town level strength, and no light speed or even lightning speed feats. And I'll highball JJK and say that a top tier like Gojo could probably beat Robin, but any non-curse energy characters get washed by Robin. The Demon Slayer verse has city level strength and lightning speed reactions off the highball. Robin blitzes the verse. Tokyo Ghoul has city level strength and sound speed. Robin blitzes the verse. The Chainsaw Man verse besides Makima gets cooked by Robin. Part 1 and 2 JoJo doesn't really have any good destructive capacity feats, but they do have faster than light reaction. So in my opinion, Robin more or less fights on par with the JoJos, but actually comes out on top a little bit due to them relying on hormone breathing to sustain their abilities. Now for verses I didn't mention before, My Hero Academia has FTL reactions and around sound speed travel at best. This would be one of the harder fights due to the large town level durability that the high tiers in the verse have. Deku before Season 5 gets mid-high diff by Robin, but peak Deku mid-high diffs Robin back. Guts from Berserk is losing bad to Robin, but Griffith is above Robin in strength, but slower than him. I'm leaning Robin, but it could go Griffith's way if he can survive an onslaught of Robin's attacks. Kenichi has no lightspeed feats, even though they cap at town level, which Robin scales to in strength. Full Metal Alchemist, town level strength, and around sound speed based off scaling. Robin probably blitzes the verse by himself. Attack on Titan, Eren is the strongest in the verse at peak with city block strength and around sound speed. Robin can't stop the rumbling alone in my opinion, but if he has the other 4, they low diff the verse during the rumbling. Inuyasha has good strength and hacks to mess up Robin, and their speed is impressive from dodging lightning, but still too low to contend with Robin, still giving that to Robin's blitz. Up to the Dark Tournament, Robin blitzes Yusuke, who would still be a little stronger than him, but Robin would be too fast for Yusuke to do anything about it. Kenshin Himura and his verse, Rurouni Kenshin, get blitzed by Robin no diff, along with the Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop verse. Thorfinn from Vinland Saga and Tsukasa from Dr. Stone also get washed. Gonta from Dead Man Wonderland is pretty durable, even though his anime is worse than Boruto, but he still gets blitzed 6 out of 10 in my opinion. Shinichi from Parasite is a great anime, but he himself gets dog walked by Dick. Everyone in Spy Family, including Yor, and everyone in Sakamoto Days, including Sakamoto, all boy wonder victims. I'll end off reminding people that Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom is below lightning speed, even at his peak, so while Robin needs anti-Koro Sensei weapons to kill him, which I'm sure he could obtain with any amount of prep, Robin still wouldn't be touched by him. In conclusion, Robin solos low diff via superior stats, and that's unarmed Robin I've been talking about this whole time. If we add his equipment and the presence forbid we give him prep time, he is embarrassing all these versus no diff in my opinion. Few humans in anime stack up to a Robin. It takes mid to high tier superhumans to defeat them. A regular James, Jason, nor John is taking down Richard or his colleagues. Let me know if you disagree and what videos you want to see next. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more DC content.